Hello and welcome to the Portent Kast. My name is Lila. I am your dungeon keeper and host. The Portent Kast is a queer, female, and non-binary actual play show where we play TTRPGs of all sorts, and you're tuning into episode 7 of A Parlous Voyage. You can keep updated with the podcast and anything we do TTRPGs by following us over on Twitter, and you can watch episode clips on TikTok at the Portent Kast. If you want to keep updated with the episodes, go ahead and hit that subscription button below. But without further ado, let's introduce the cast.
Hello, I am Kristen, and I play Verdant.
Hi, I'm Star, and I play Marianna.
Hi, I'm Carolee, and I play Talara.
Hello, I'm Ezra, and I play Ether.
Hi, I'm Helen, and I play Narissa.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, and I play Serafina.
Alrighty, and now, without further ado, let's set sail into this week's episode. Last week, our pirates swam up from the Shawheller Trench to a single attack from an unknown pirate ship before it disappeared into a magical effect. And when Captain Torp climbed back aboard the ship, started berating the crew for not seeing the ship sooner and for having part of his ship blown to bits. And eventually, everyone cooled down enough to begin setting sail towards Surin to get the ship repaired. As the crew began to set forth, someone spotted something changing in the water before we met a sassy purple tiefling as she flew aboard the ship on a fleet of flying fish. Torp was cautious at first, but then after proving herself, Torp allowed Narissa to be a part of the crew since they were down a member, with Marin being transported somewhere, dead or alive. Once the crew set sail, the party began to discuss with Torp what the next clue was and where their next destination would be. But once a few people began suggesting different ideas, Torp became irate and began arguing with everyone. A few people could tell something was wrong, and once you were allowed out of the charting room, Marianna gathered all of you into Vernon's room to discuss what was happening. We pick up as each of you heard Talara's voice ring in your head saying, "He's been in my head."
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. Can I ask,
Mentally terrified.
really quick before we start, was the port city that we were closest to, what was that, Brimstand?
Surin. If you guys look on the
Surin.
map, you guys are where the blood is. It's straight north.
Got it, cool. I remembered it was north, but I couldn't remember which one.
Blood is? Excuse me?
Yeah,
There's blood on the map.
there's blood on the
The
map.
bottom left. That's where we
There's
are.
always been blood on the map.
There's always been blood.
Oh,
There's a-
lovely. Okay.
It's always been bloody.
Oh, yeah.
So, with the message that Talara sent, we can respond to it in our head, right? Or do we have to say it out loud?
You don't know.
Ethan's gonna try to respond telepathically. is like, what do you mean they're in your head?
And all of
He's
you
been in
hear
your
that question ring out in your heads.
Ooh.
I mean that before we all parted up on top of the ship, he was talking to me in my head.
And normally Torp can't do that.
No. He's more of a
Not-
scabby kind of guy.
I figured. He, like, the second we got back on the ship, he's been acting very weird.
Mm.
Should we try to get him alone?
Yes, Marissa.
New one?
So I'm just trying to make sure that I actually understand. He's not usually this like
Like a
No.
total
Pretty dick
bitch?
man?
No.
okay.
No.
He has his moments. But nothing like Ether, Serafina, when we were under the water and I got stuck in a pirate ship, how long was he out of our sight?
Long enough for something to have happened, apparently.
Well, Ether broke into the treasure chest. We dealt with that while we were also trying to hold on to you, so yeah, it's very possible that something might have taken him or switched places with him, or maybe he got into some sort of a trap spell that someone's taken over his body.
Yes, Narissa.
Yes, Narissa.
Did y'all not see him like go behind those canister things?
What?
What?
The canister things?
Like
Yeah.
where the pink one went like poof. Yeah, he went like over there at some point and then like came back out a while later. I just assumed you got like one of you guys would have seen him.
Okay, so we have.
Why would he go over there and not grab the box? He knows what we're looking for.
Narissa, were any of us out there when you saw this happen?
My eyes were mostly trained on him at that point because he's the one that I was like, you're a little weird.
Okay, so you don't know if any of us had.
I didn't particularly like pay attention to y'all at that point, no.
I
So
think
there are a couple possibilities. He might still be down there.
I have a
It's
question.
not like we can go get him.
Well,
I could send like I have a piranha. I could send her to like go check him out.
You followed after us. You would know if he's still down there.
No, he like went behind a thing and then came out later.
So if a different Torp came out,
It would have been while he was behind the thing.
and you wouldn't have thought to look because he came back out, it would have made sense.
Right, and you were kind of paralyzed, so we were trying to figure that out. And he was really adamant about bringing the gold and everything up with him. But like, wouldn't what we're searching for be more important than that now that I actually think about it?
Corpse. He likes treasure.
Well, at first he was okay with us bringing the gold, and then afterward was very angry at us for bringing it, almost.
Let's slow this down. Talara, what were you going to say?
well, I have a question. How far away are we now from where we were?
You guys have been
Yeah.
setting sail for around about an hour.
An hour.
So a
Is
fish.
it-
Something. Oh, go ahead.
Well, is there a way to stop the boat with like an anchor?
I mean, you guys
Not
are in the
without
middle of
Torp
the ocean.
noting. Not without
It
Torp
might be
knowing.
dangerous.
There wouldn't be anything
I-
to stop it. It wouldn't hit the bottom. You guys are further away from the trench
Yeah.
now.
All right. That's how boats work. I forgot.
Mhm.
We turn back.
Just an endless anchor. I don't.
How do we get Torp to turn back?
I don't think there's.
There's no way.
Narissa.
Yeah.
I had to go through like 4 people's names. Narissa, can you send? Rana won't eat him, right?
Not if I ask her to. She's very nice.
Okay, you can. I would appreciate it, and if you could do that, and if anyone asks you, say that they're looking for wood or something.
Right,
and-
to repair the ship like the seahorses. Got it.
Yes. I think we can't. We don't want. We're still all talking in our heads, right? We don't want Torp to know that we're onto him in any way. I think we don't tell anybody, and we have to avoid him accusing us of mutiny, or the rest of the crew will throw us.
Why?
Okay.
Why don't we just tell everybody else?
I think we need to have a more firm idea on something first, and we're all pretty exhausted from the fight today. I think we should get some rest before we decide to move forward with any.
Well, we're gonna keep getting further away though, so I don't know that New One's little piranha dude is gonna, be able to make it back. I don't know that they just magically reappear to you, or
She would have to swim back, but like she could meet us once we're back at port and getting fixed.
that's like what?
It's a while.
A week or 2? Yeah.
We can.
By then, real Torp is dead. So, I mean, if he's not already.
I think we don't have a way to stop. And back there was a ship that sought to send a message to us. It didn't seek to sink us. But should we return, it might seek to sink us. If we can try to veer off a little bit tomorrow, maybe.
That ship
But-
left very quickly.
Mhm.
How are we sure that it's even still there?
How do we know it's not following us now?
Fair enough.
Do
I could
we
ask.
know? Do we know if that ship might have been part of played a part in any of this?
Could have.
Maybe. I don't know what that accent there was, but
I think for tonight. What time of day is it?
It's like kind of like just before dusk.
Okay, we're all. I think that Dell is working out right now, so I'm going to have to cover the night. I'm going to go get some rest before I have to work for the night. I think let's all keep it between ourselves for now, and I'll try to gauge what the rest of the crew knows or their thoughts on it without giving anything away.
I would also say that if Torp can now talk into people's minds, I would say keep your guard up with your minds and not think about this conversation around him, just in case he might have any other surprising things that he can do now.
Think of something that he wouldn't want to hear so that if he gets in your mind, he'll pop back out. Like,
Matey.
yes. Well, I was going to say, me trying to think of ways to. Serafina, you look really nice. I'm gonna go back out, I guess. So, I'm gonna go get some rest.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Should we have a time period where we come back and reconvene?
I think in
Oh,
the morning
okay.
after everyone's eaten, we should all give hand motions on board to tell them that we're supposed to go back here. Like secret, like like do this, but hold it down by your down here, so no one will be able to see it. So you're just doing this, and then we'll all be able to notice.
We
Should
can
we
just meet up
also-
after we eat. My room's open.
Well, would it be odd if anyone saw us all meeting in here?
Well, yeah, if you all come at once.
I mean, we're all meeting in here right now, so
And we didn't all come at
Sure, but a lot of things are going on at the moment.
All right, well, let's reconvene tomorrow. And I look directly at Vernon when I say this. Don't do anything stupid. And then I leave.
I follow.
Clara, where are you going? I'm just going to your room.
Back to bed.
Okay. Ready.
I did wake you up and then I got attacked by a tentacle.
Yes. Where are the rest of you guys going?
I'm gonna go to my room to do my like 4-hour long rest before. I assume I have to work at night since Dell's working the day shift right now. That's just my assumption. So
Narissa's probably just gonna go back to deck and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just got here.
No one's shown you to the hammocks yet.
No, she's just gonna like lean against a wall looking pretty and wait for someone to be like, oh dang, and to help her out.
Froggy approaches.
Okay. Clara's to bed, Marianna's to bed, Narissa's playing bimbo. What are Ether and Seraphina doing?
Ether is probably like sparring with some of the other people if they're available. It's like getting some practice in with their rapier.
Most people are worried about getting the ship through this first bit of sailing.
Oh fuck. Okay. Never mind. Ether's probably gonna go around and help with that then.
Okay.
Seraphina's gonna stay behind while everyone else leaves at first, and just looks at Vernon. She's just like, "Are you okay with everything? How are your wounds doing? How are you feeling after your encounter with Torp, not Torp?"
It's not anything I'm not used to. That made no sense. I'm fine. Fine as I could be, I guess. How are you holding up?
I don't know him that well, so this is all very strange. And I'm not necessarily able to pick up on cues as if I were on the ship for a while longer, so I would say, I guess, between the two of us, keep the stones that you created for us on hand in case they're needed.
It's always open. Yeah. Well, be safe. I don't want you getting hurt. I don't trust it right now. I don't trust anyone right now.
Likewise. Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
See you in
And
the
she
morning.
leaves.
So as you guys all begin to kind of split and do your own thing, I will ask Star to follow me into side VC.
Dang.
Oh no.
Get out of here, Star. Get out of here.
Let's get out of here! Marianna, as you rest, you have trouble finding a quiet space as your thoughts begin to take over. What happened to Torp? Is he okay? And more ring out in your mind as you find yourself alone in your room. But eventually, you calm your thoughts enough, and you close your eyes, hoping to reach out into that inky black void. And slowly as you rest, you can feel yourself drift from your cabin aboard the deck of the Saber before you open your eyes once more to that familiar dark expanse where you sit in an inch of water, listening to the hum of your heartbeat. Boosh. Boof. Boof. But as you look around this place, you can see the debris of ships scattered around you. Splintered wood planks floating in the water, drifting around as if you were the anchor point. As you sit there, the water slowly moving, what do you do?
I think I kind of move my hand in the water and stand as I had before. Do I see anything like that's kind of like a signal of which way I could go? Or
At the moment, when you put your hand in the water, you felt like a very distinct kind of like force behind the water moving. But it looks to be kind of like almost as if you were the center point of a whirlpool, but in like an inch of water. But as you stand up, you begin to hear the slight sound of rustling in front of you. Distant, but still there. And before you realize, you feel your body take over and you begin walking in its direction. You walk forward, and as you begin to creep towards the noise, the planks of splintered wood begin to intertwine with waterlogged books and trinkets floating in the water. As you slowly begin to walk forward, something begins to pierce the inky black void that surrounds you. You begin to see what looks to be a set of furnishing appearing in a familiar placement, that of Captain Torp's quarters. As you draw near, you see a smaller shape, a little under 5 foot, beginning to shuffle through the bookshelves, throwing books onto the ground, the water splashing as they hit. Where the fuck am I? Can't I remember? There's gotta be something to tell me. The voice falters as the bookshelf now sits empty. The figure's head hangs between their shoulders before a loud sigh rings out, before it slumps into the bookshelf, breathing heavily.
do I recognize the figure?
Yes.
I slowly approach them and go, Captain?
The figure looks to the side and sees you. Marianna, what are you doing here?
Oh, I should be asking you that. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean?
What do you remember? What's the last thing you remember?
He shakes his head, trying to remember, and he kind of walks over to the counter space, and kind of just is gripping it, like the sides of it, and is looking in the mirror at you, like through the mirror. Like he almost doesn't want to directly look into your eyes or something. Last thing I remember, we were 3 days from the trench.
3 days?
Yeah.
Did
I'd like
Did
to make
anything-
a perception check.
do I have the
Yes.
I had before?
It's
Okay.
not changed yet.
Hell yeah. 17 plus 9.
Okay. As you're kind of looking at his reflection in the mirror, you notice something change. It's quick at first, but you see just in his reflection, the color of his brown eyes shift to a red, and then you blink, and then there's these red scales that are growing on his face and forming into almost like a horn. But it's only in his reflection.
I think Marianna is trying to connect it to the child she got that told her about the red scaled monster. Can I do some kind of arcana check to see if I can figure out what this means at all?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, straight intelligence. Natural 20.
You haven't ever seen a spirit's appearance change before in this space. And kind of tying it back to Tahir and what he said about a red-scaled monster. And seeing the reflection of Torp now, it's very much reminiscent of dragon scales. And as you're looking, you kind of get the understanding that this reflection could be like a mirror image on the material plane.
Oh, okay. So it could be like
You know, especially with spirits and things and like superstitions around mirrors, that they are often seen as like a gateway into like these spirit realms.
Okay, so this could not be like, this could be the thing that we think is Torp, or this could be what Torp actually is, like as a person.
With a natural 20, it's probably something mirroring Torp, because Torp's spirit is with you in this realm now.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand, with even without the natural 20, that Torp's spirit itself is gone.
I kind of, I'm keeping a little bit of my distance, and Captain, nothing happened those days before we got to the trench?
I don't... It's all fuzzy. I just remember going back into my quarters and then it all just went black.
Torp, there was something I didn't tell you for the years that I've traveled with you. It was more recent, but when I find myself close to sleep, I find myself walking and communing with people who have passed, people who have died.
You see him nod, and he turns away from the mirror, and you see that strange red-scaled reflection disappear from the mirror. You can just see the back of his head now reflected in it. Thought I'd go in a blaze of glory, fighting another pirate.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't realize it had happened.
It's okay.
We've left the trench. And someone is impersonating you.
You can see this anger kind of grow in his eyes as you say that. Banshee, you find whatever fuck took over my ship and whatever crew. You killed them and anyone who had anything to do with it.
I promise.
And with that, the inky black void turns into that bright sea green. And you awake back in your cabin. You get a temporary proficiency with investigation.
Okay. Oh, that made me cry! Oh my god, Lila. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that was amazing. I loved it. You did so good.
As we move from the officers' quarters of the Saber, what is everyone else doing? I know that Ether and Narissa are on top of the deck. Lara's gone back to bed. What are specifically Vernon and Seraphina doing after your conversation?
Seraphina's just gonna go back to the hammocks and try and sleep.
Okay.
And Vernon's just gonna get ready for bed.
Okay. Vernon, as you get ready for bed, you kind of go to change your wraps, and you see as that black necrosis has spread further up your arm.
Well, shit! He's gonna just kind of stare at it and like kind of trace it with his fingers as he tries to think about what's happened and why it's spreading. And then he's going to quickly just put on a long sleeve shirt and try not to think about it.
Okay. You go back.
Lindsay's face is
Is this from the wound that Torp gave him?
No.
Okay.
You guys have no idea.
I just have no idea.
I hate this.
You guys all wander to bed or your chores, what you guys are doing on deck. Either you're kind of like helping sail the ship at this point. You kind of just notice Narissa's kind of just been hanging out by the main mast, kind of just like messing with her like nails and stuff for like 15 solid minutes. And just like looking around.
Is everything okay, Narissa?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Are you sure? You're kind of just hanging there.
Yeah, that's what I do. Eventually someone will just, exactly this. Someone comes and talks to me. It worked.
Ether is still at the sails. Do you want to come help sail the ship, or do you need another tour?
I'm gonna go find the captain. I'll be back later.
I'll go with you, and is going to like get to a good stopping point where, and is gonna follow Narissa because they do not trust her to talk to the captain on her own.
Okay. Okay. You guys go up to the captain's quarters. You guys just open a door.
Knock.
Yeah.
She's dumb. She's not stupid.
Okay. You guys knock and you guys just hear his voice. Not now. Later.
Aw, handsome. I thought you would want to see me.
Make a persuasion check. God damn you.
Does she have advantage because he told her that earlier?
No.
That's fair. Hang on, where's my persuasion? Okay.
We believe in you, Helen.
I would have said you should have, but in that case, no. That is a total of 7.
Episode 7!
Hey!
Later.
It's
Well,
kind
fine.
of urgent.
What'd you say? Sorry, what was that?
It's kind of urgent, sir.
What is it?
I would love to give the subject some privacy while we talk instead of shouting it through a door, with all due respect.
Like I said, later.
Alright, when the ship sinks, don't come crying. And it's gonna go to
If
leave.
the ship was sinking, Dell would have come and gotten me.
She might have sent me, but you're never gonna know. I dragged Narissa away. I might have just fucked us over. Oh no. Maybe Narissa should have came by herself.
Very loudly, Narissa's just gonna say, well, fine, Ether, I'll just warm your bed tonight then.
Have fun on the hammocks.
Is that
Perfect for cuddling!
Ether is bright fucking purple and is like, what the fuck?
I'm hot, I'm making him jealous. This is what I do.
I like that so many of us are blue that we can just go, yeah, I'm bright purple to be blushing.
Ether just like looks at Narissa and is like, do you even know where the hammocks are?
No, I figured I'd follow you.
Yeah, Ether shows her to the hammocks.
Okay. You guys go below deck.
I guide her to an empty hammock. And is like, is this one okay for you?
Yeah, this'll do fine. And she, like, immediately climbs in and just, like... She's happy. it's an actual bed. It's not just the ocean.
Ether smiles at that and is like, well, we'll see you in the morning then. And then it's going to go up to their hammock.
See you in the morning. And as he's walking away, she's gonna like touch their arm, and as a gesture of good faith, is again going to cast Cure Wounds.
Stop.
I told you I shipped it from the beginning.
They're smiles at her, and then once the spell is cast, it's gonna go back.
I rolled real shit, so you only heal 3. But it's the thought that counts.
Okay. Unless anyone has anything they would like for bed, move on to the next morning.
Not necessarily before bed, but first thing, like when Talara wakes up. Which, if it's 8 hours and she went to bed at like duskish.
You'd wake up like in the middle of like 2 or 3
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, that's the goal. So.
Okay.
Does Ether, how long does Ether sleep?
8 hours?
8
unless
hours
you wake them
also.
up beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. I want to wake up, and first thing she's gonna do is take out her super special, not super special, but special to her tarot cards, her cards that she got from someone she cares about, and she wants to consult them to see what she should do considering this weird stuff with Torp. She's going to take a little bit to kind of meditate on this, and then she is going to cast Sending.
Okay.
And I want to cast Sending specifically thinking, like she's going to be specifically thinking of the first Torp that she met. Like day 1. Like kind of thinking of the interaction they had the first time.
You cast the spell and it's not received by its recipient.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm awake right now, right?
Sorry.
Will there be more crew working on the ship at night?
Yeah.
I kind of want to just keep an eye on some of them. And if Dell specifically is around, I want to kind of like... I want to see her thoughts on it without... I want to basically go up to Dell and talk casually, be like, oh, it's, been a long day. How are you? I heard that he yelled at you quite a bit earlier. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Get over it.
Yeah. It seems he's been in a bit of a mood lately.
I don't know, maybe it's his man period or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could also be the gold getting him greedy.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, the way he's acting lately, he reminds me more of the dragon that we're looking for than anything else. I want to see if she reacts to me saying the word dragon.
Okay, make an insight check.
Ooh! Um, 18 plus 6. So 24.
Look at your DMs.
I am checking. Okay. Okay. Then I will just kind of nod and pat her on the shoulder, and I I just want to investigate, like, keep an eye on the crew and investigate them and see what's going on. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Oh, okay. I just kind of nod and go, okay. And I'm gonna specifically look for people who have her kind of demeanor. Like that. Like what I've noticed from her, I'm gonna look to see if I notice in other people.
Okay, make just a general insight check against the crew that's aboard right now, like on top of the deck.
While she's doing that, can I like simultaneously like send a message just to knowing that Marianna would be awake, to say like I used a spell to reach Torp. That can go anywhere
because you're in your room.
No, but she already said she would be awake overnight.
Oh, I did tell them last night
that she would be doing the nighttime shift. So
okay. Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Unless you're using sending.
No, just message. Oh, 16.
You what are your exact words in the message?
Oh no. I tried to reach Torp, but I couldn't get to him.
Okay. You sense that it's been received by someone, but they don't respond.
Cool.
Okay. I got a 17 on my insight against the crew. That's
okay. Right now everyone just seems tired. It's not like not like what you saw with Dell. But at this point Dell has like kind of gone down into your guys' rooms and gone to bed.
Fuck. I know that Talara went to bed early, right?
You saw her go down below deck. But you don't know how long she rests for.
I'll just wait then. I think I'm just gonna stay on board and keeping an eye out for things. Look up on the horizon, try to act normal.
Okay.
Everything's perfectly fine.
Make it just a general what would that be?
That's my fault for saying it like
check.
that.
Make a deception check.
Ugh, deception. Not bad actually. I'm rolling pretty good. Considering my deception is +3. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, you keep it pretty cool.
Marianna is so uncool that it takes all of her energy to do this. Overseeing, I guess, repairs that go into the night.
Okay. Eventually, the rest of you kind of awake in the morning, kind of closer to 5-6 a.m. in comparison to the others. You guys all eventually awake, have your breakfast. What are you guys doing now?
Now I look at the newly awakened crew.
What is
That's
that?
it. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
The people who were like asleep last night. I'm literally just trying to check everyone in the most casual way ever.
Okay, make an insight check.
I just keep doing it. Like she's stuck in this. Oh, that wasn't as good. I think I got a 12.
Everyone seems normal.
And eventually I start to make my way to Barky's like we talked about.
Okay. Eventually, one by one, you all filter into Vernon's room. Until you're all there.
And Vernon is a little glum. It's a little.
Seraphina casts Detect Magic while entering the room.
Okay. The only things that are magical are the things on everyone's person. And then some of like the tools that are on Vernon's desk.
Okay.
Is everyone okay? Nothing happened last night.
Talara holds up her hand. Wait. And then she will allow it so everyone can speak.
Yes, the bubble.
Oh, you're amazing.
Marianna, did you hear me? I sent you a message like a couple hours ago.
No, I've been up for a while though. I didn't hear anything.
Well, fuck. Okay.
What was the message?
I tried to find Torp.
Oh,
and
he's dead.
He's what?
He's what?
that would make sense, actually.
Yeah, so I know that he's dead now, and that he's been dead since before we got to the trench.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait,
Days
what?
before. There are people on board who I think that's a dragon.
So
What leads you to believe that?
I see dead people. So
Let pause. Let's rewind just for a moment. You see dead people.
Yeah, so last night I saw Tor and I talked to him. And it was really sad.
What did he say?
He went into his room like 3 days before we got to the trench, and it all went black, so someone ambushed him. He believes that members of the crew are working with whoever is taking his form, and I saw something that was unusual, where his reflection had red scales, and I think it could be a reflection of what he is now. And okay, so I also talked to a dead kid a couple weeks ago who was killed by a red-scaled monster. And I think whatever is Torb is this, and Dell is under some kind of trance. And I think others could be too. I go over and I slap Vernon in the face to make sure that he's not under a trance.
Ow! What the fuck was that for?
Okay, you're good. Okay. Ether, come here.
Marianna, before you start slapping everyone,
no.
before you start slapping everyone, I did detect magic. I did detect magic, and nothing out of the ordinary is in this room. So I think everyone's okay in here.
Oh,
He's so
Did you-
funny.
oh, I put my hand down.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Very astute for making sure that no one in here is entranced. And do we know for sure if slapping them would get them out of the trance?
No, but I honestly couldn't waste the opportunity. So listen,
I understand that.
if you're able to detect magic, could you kind of push some over the crew and see if anyone else is, like, I'm pretty sure that Dell is, so it could be like a check on her to see if it works.
Sure. I can definitely do that.
I can do that too.
I have a question. Why did I say that with a country accent? I have a question. So if I were to use charm person on someone that's already being charmed or under some kind of trance, the charm wouldn't go through, right?
Depends on how big of a trance or how powerful it is.
Okay. So it necessarily wouldn't be like a reasonable way to like just check people's like reality, like them really being them.
Not really, because if it's a super powerful one, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any way I can do a history check just to see if Ether knows of any red dragons or red dragonborns? He's probably a reach, but
Make a history check.
And I assume that I know that Vernon knows something about dragons because he's been searching for this dragon horde for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask him Do you know, wiping my hand off because it's stinging from slapping his face, do you know anything about dragons enchanting people or anything like that?
He's just gonna kind of just tense a little bit at that.
Do I notice that?
Yes, it's obvious. It's nothing he's really hidden. Well, not that he could hide it. He's kind of... hang on. I don't know if he would know about this red dragon, per se, Lila, I say skeptically.
You wouldn't know anything about a red dragon.
Okay, so nothing about that. I don't know anything about what's going on with Torp.
I
But
will
dragons,
say
yes.
anyone who has proficiency in history would know that any dragons that were alive before the Purians were very powerful and could have some spellcasting magical abilities.
That's
I
upsetting.
don't know anything about red dragons. And he's gonna just kind of like shift a little bit where his right arm covers his left.
Ether, what did you get for your history check?
Got a 9.
Okay, yeah, you don't know anything.
Can I do I just want to notice Verna doing shady shit.
Make a perception check.
Perceive!
I would also like to perceive this.
19.
Yeah, you see
Ooh,
it.
nice. Where's my d20? There we are. I see jack shit. That's a natural one.
Marianna, as you're kind of looking, you notice that change, and you kind of like focus in on his left hand a little bit, and you can almost see like on like his index finger, there's like a small bit of it. Like you always thought they were like soot covered from what he does. It almost looks like necrotic.
I'm giving him a look as if to say, Marianna is doing that thing where she connects dots that aren't there. She's doing that thing. So she's giving that, you know, that wiener dog face? It's like, I know what you are. She's doing that.
I did it for you.
I did it for you. She's wiener dogging, I know what you are, like.
Miranda's
no.
just kind of staring back like...
She really doesn't. But I definitely think her eyes are darting back and forth as if to say, I'm on to you, motherfucker.
He's just gonna actually like kind of close his hand into his fist and just kind of shift again.
The thing that I'm most worried about right now is that there is a dragon person pretending to be our captain with people under their spell. And
does this mean that he's also been on the ship this entire time?
He could have. Talara, what was that dream you had? How many days ago was that?
Which one?
About the thing under the water.
I don't know. How many days ago was this?
Like a day and a half ago. When you guys were 3 days out from the trench, that was about 4.5, close to 5 days ago.
We were all role-playing like nothing was wrong.
And Torp was dying.
Nothing was wrong. We were gambling. We were drawing on the top of the fucking mast. Oh.
Well, Talara's gonna say, this is not me, this is Talara. Well, I feel that Torp was Torp at port. Because new Torp, Dragon Torp, doesn't remember a conversation that me and he had.
Torp did say, when I talked to dead people, He said that it had been he remembers being on the ship up until 3 days from the trip. So it was him up until that moment. And I didn't notice something wrong with my captain.
Marianna, this is not your fault.
Shut
Please
up.
don't-
Shut up. It is. It is.
It's not.
It's
What? How the hell would you have known that this would have happened?
he's not acting like his fucking self. That's how I would have known.
You weren't supposed to. He's literally pretending to be Torp.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
Good.
I mean, that's always an option.
And we don't
Not if he's a dragon, then that's going to be far more difficult than the saying suggests.
then we don't have a captain.
Can I? Anything of the dream that? Is there anything of the dream that I had that is like reminiscent of, or the dream that Talara had reminiscent of any like dragony stuff? No, okay, because I know it's like tentacles and like the big shape that I saw, that Talara saw, wasn't discernible. So, right?
Yeah, it wasn't discernible from what you could see of it.
Okay.
As this entire conversation is happening, can Narissa use her primeval awareness?
Yeah. How does that take form for Narissa?
She is sitting and almost kind of meditating, like slowly everything fades out, and as she concentrates on the ship, she gets like almost like a radar ping in her brain if there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead within a mile.
As you begin to
Or technically,
focus on
if they're on the sea, technically within 6 miles,
okay.
because it's their favorite terrain.
As you are kind of focusing on that, kind of drowning out the conversation that's happening in your head, you get 2 pings. One, immediately in front of you, Marianna is undead. And right above you,
Shit.
where Torp's room is, you get a ping of a dragon.
Yep.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh my god!
Is
that why she doesn't need to breathe?
when you were listing up all the things and you said undead, I went,
I fully wasn't expecting I just thought you had some weird ass shit going on.
I didn't know she was gonna be like, Marianna is undead. I thought she was gonna be like, in the room with you right now.
And welcome back. We pick up as they've all kind of regathered into Vernon's room to discuss what both Marianna and Talara have found out in the past few hours. And then Narissa has sensed 2 different pings off of her primeval awareness, an undead and a dragon.
Yeah, Narissa's full on staring at Marianna. Buffering wheel going in her brain.
Can Seraphina, does Seraphina notice this?
Nope.
Can I roll for perception to notice it?
Nope.
Do I notice
You're not
it?
allowed.
I notice it? Okay.
It's the first time, like, she's had her eyes closed for the last, like, minute as she's been concentrating on this, and then she opens her eyes and just locks.
Do I know that you were casting a spell? Do any of us know that?
Wasn't
No.
a spell.
Oh, it's just an ability.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at you and I go, just awkwardly wink because I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
I mean, here's the thing, Narissa blushes. And since she's already purple, she goes, like, more of a reddish purple.
Mauve. Maroon.
More maroon. She's very dark.
So, I don't know what to do from here.
I might have an idea. We can try to sneak into his room.
I do not advise that if he is in fact a dragon.
He is.
How do you know that?
Oh, sorry. While y'all were talking, I was just like concentrating really hard, and like I got a little ping from him. Yeah, he's 100% a dragon.
You got a ping?
Concentrating really
She
hard.
looks eyes with Marianna very intently and says, "I got a ping."
Oh, okay.
So you know for sure that he's a full-on dragon.
100%.
Is he the only dragon ping?
Yes.
Okay, so there's only. Well, what about Dell then?
Is there were there any other kind of ping? What do these pings go for exactly?
You would know that they're like a connection with nature, kind of like figuring out odd things.
Yeah, it's kind of like odd things with nature. It's a very new thing for me, so I don't know like specifics.
Okay.
Until-
Are there any other oddities on this ship that may be helping him?
She pauses for a second as she like thinks about what kind of pings they were, and thinks about everything.
You didn't get like the immediate like undead and dragon. You got a very cold, distant feeling from Marianna, and you got a very fiery, greed-hungry kind of thing that you can associate with different things.
Yeah.
Torp.
And she's gonna be like, he was the one that I expected.
So there's what I didn't expect.
Yes, but I don't think it's relevant to what's going on.
Fair enough. Back to my idea.
Okay,
I still think it's...
Don't strain yourself, Barky.
Alright, tell me if this is too meta-gamey, because I feel like it's going into that territory. But Ether has had the most interactions with Marianna, where she has shown some, like, quirks that she's got. And I do
There
an
hasn't
insight...
been enough to where you would know.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
So back to my idea. I think it would be smart to go to his room. We could either have distraction outside, because I can get in from the inside.
What?
Should we try to disarm the charmed or tranced crew members first?
I think first we should try to identify the charmed crew members.
Well, that can be the distraction.
That's
We need people to go
I
in.
Barky, I know that you've gotten by on life by being pretty, but this isn't. I think actively letting him know that we're doing something is the first way to get thrown overboard by someone who is pretending to be a captain, or incinerated. Which of those two options do you want to die with? You can pick.
You guys can do what you wish.
Barky, please don't go into his room.
I'm going to do as I please.
I'm
We're not.
I could try to flirt with him again.
I
And she
doubt-
glances at Ether.
I'm sorry, again?
I was gonna try and flirt with him last night.
I mean, if you want to do it again, I'll stay quiet.
What were you doing?
You wish you knew. And she winks.
I am curious, yes.
We just went to talk to him.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
He wouldn't let us in the door. I even called him handsome.
Well,
Can
we don't
I-
need the door for my plan.
Can I
Excuse me?
message Barky and can I want to ask just to Barky who is in possession of the pieces of the map?
Just me? I
No,
say skeptic.
Torp has all
No.
of it.
Oh, Torp still has. Oh, yeah, because I left. Yeah.
He specifically took it from your hands.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
remember that
thought.
now. And then we all left, and I didn't get anything. I think I just grabbed I tried to grab my notebook, and I got stabbed. I don't remember if I fully grabbed it. So he's going to kind of just like blink a little at the voice in his head, and Torp has them all. He says in his head.
And to everyone else. Well, maybe us knowing what he is and him not knowing that we know what he is could be to our benefit.
I
I
have a-
think I mean, we know that clearly he's after something. Well, Dragon Torp is after something. And they're very greedy. I mean, of a way to manipulate him into.
I have a plan. It's not smart. I'm gonna go talk to him. So, squishy magic people, can you try to figure out who's under some kind of trance? And if I come back trance, slap me in the face. Not him, anyone else.
Can I wait? Hold on. let me go with you.
No, I
Let me
know.
go with you.
At least have her a little bit of ways away so she can see and listen in. Necessarily
I'm
interfere
fine
if
if you wanna. I don't think it's safe. I think it has. I was a part of the original crew. I think it just has to be me.
Can
I think it's
now-
dangerous.
Can I now message Marianna and say, what if I go in invisible with you?
And you
I
don't
think
have to
that might-
cast a message. You can direct, since you're the one controlling
Oh,
your connection
got it,
with
okay.
people, you can just talk directly to
Cool,
a single
okay.
person.
Cool. Okay. So I don't message, and
I think if it's a dragon, that he might be able to see through it. Can you keep the mind? Can you keep in my mind while if I go over there and you stay here? Can you keep in my mind?
As you guys are talking, you guys,
The scariest sentence of all time.
you guys see a flash of green and then a quick movement towards the back of the room, and Barky's no longer sitting with you guys.
You fucking bitch!
Holy shit!
You absolute bastard. Okay, I'm going. Talara, can you? I go. Fucking shit. And Talara, can you keep the mind link open with me if I am farther away?
yes.
Can? Okay. Then I'm just like, and then I run out of the room.
As she runs out of the room, Narissa's really quickly gonna like run behind her and like once they're past the door, grab her arm and in Infernal, because they're both fucking tieflings. I realized that that's a thing. She's just like gonna whisper in her ear, be like, I know. And then let go and turn back in.
She a part of? Is she with the bad Torp? Oh my! What does she know? I just keep going.
She thinks she's being so fucking smart and but she's not at all.
There's so much going on. Mariana's like, what does she know? And I don't know. And then she runs. I'm gonna go to Torp's room
Okay.
and
First,
go ahead.
I'm gonna go with what Vernon's doing. So Vernon,
I don't know what I'm doing.
This is how you got poisoned and stabbed.
You quickly cast Expeditious Retreat on yourself and ran up to where you have your hidden trap door in your room to Torp's quarters. You unlatch it very quietly and lift up. I'd like you to make a perception check now.
Perceptive. I can read. There it is. That's a 13.
Okay. As you lift up, this trapdoor is hidden underneath where his bed is. So you can kind of see one of his bookshelves, and you can see a counter where there is a mirror kind of laid on top of it and kind of bolted towards the plank. And as you look, you see a figure, taller than Torp, probably about 6'4". They look to be humanoid, more human than not. But on their face, there are these red scales that come up and go into a horn. And as you're looking at this person, you see that they're holding what looks to be a skull. Humanoid, but smaller than that of a human's, thicker than a halfling's. And you hear their voice. My king, you'll have time to find the next clue and get the jump to the treasure. Though I feel like a few of the smarter ones have caught on. I feel the boy did not inform me well enough of Captain Torp. He stops talking for a moment before he speaks again. You're right, my king. I've already taken some of the crew. The first mate is now ours to control, and soon will be the rest. His words falter towards the end, as you see him sniff the air, before he quickly snaps around and throws a skull that he has held in his hands at you, blood spattering your form. As he stalks over to you, throwing the bed, you see his form begins to shift. You hear his bones crack, as his form grows in height and width, red scales growing over the flesh. You hear another snap of bones before you begin to see red wings sprout from his back. As you stand there, covered in blood that is not your own, you see as his figure, who has taken the guise of Captain Torp, has begun to shift into that of a red-scaled serpent. Its form expanding the room it's in, the walls beginning to splinter and crack as his form continues to grow into that of an adult red dragon. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Do we see this happening? Because if the trapdoor is in the room...
You don't see this immediate. You don't see the trapdoor. It's like hidden.
That's a 12.
Okay. The trapdoor above you is thrown up, and he grabs you by the throat. The rest of you hear the bed being thrown against the wall. At this point, this is probably right after Nerissa caught Marianna by the hand. And you are kind of beginning to run up to go up to Captain Torp's quarters, and you hear this, like, scream, and then it's halted.
There's booking it.
I'm gonna...
To Torp's room.
Okay.
You're going through the trapdoor, or are you going my way?
Marianna's way.
I'm gonna fucking unlock the door. I'm gonna just fucking unlock it.
Okay, you unlock it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, the trap.
Could Vernon put his hands on the dragon and cast Eldritch Blast?
Give me 1 minute.
23.
Okay. You unlock the door and quickly open it and duck as the arrow begins to jut out towards you, and it hits right behind you as you duck. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage because Eldritch Blast is a ranged spell attack, and then I need everyone else to roll initiative.
Natural 20!
You know what that means?
As it
Go
should
look at the
be.
homebrew rules.
Okay.
Yes!
17. What the
I've never been so happy to get a natural 20 in my life. I'm screaming.
15.
Okay.
22.
Give me 1 second, guys.
5.
Yeah.
23
This is the
for
first.
initiative, but a 4 for the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yeah, you go and he hits your hand out of the way. It blasts into one of the walls. Let me roll initiative for this.
This is the first time I've ever had a character with high dex, and it feels so weird to be able to roll good initiative.
Just so y'all know, we are still telepathically linked.
Bitchin'.
Ooh. My initiative altogether is 24 with the.
Okay. Make sure you take a look at the homebrew rules because you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, so advantage on my first attack roll.
Yep.
Cool.
What did Vernon get for initiative?
23.
What did Talara get?
15.
Hey, what's your dex?
1.
Okay.
Well, or my initiative is 1.
You will go before.
Fighting an adult dragon. I'm so scared.
Level 6.
We got this. There's so many of us.
What did Ether get?
5.
Oh, baby.
What
I
did
saw the
Melissa
dragon
get?
and needed them to say
You haven't seen the
22.
dragon yet. Okay.
that I have no excuse for why they're this low.
Caught off guard. And
Their
what did Seraphina
holster
get?
gets caught.
A natural 1 to be a 4.
Okay.
Big oofs, big oofs.
These dice are in jail now.
We're not doing
Okay,
good.
let
We're
me-
opposites because I care the least about Vernon and you care the most about it. So I'm just like,
Let me just set up.
That's why you were
this
able to
real
just get into
quick.
it.
I think Marianna is thinking this is the guy who killed my captain.
Torp is in the dragon's, or not Torp. Vernon's in the dragon's grasp. Marianna is here. Ether, you're still below
I had
deck.
I have some unfortunate news, by the way. I am not resistant to fire damage
Neither am I.
as a tiefling.
Neither am I.
Let's do this, bitch! We changed our resistance to make sure our backstory is better.
Yep. We should
So
fucking
currently,
did.
the only people who are above deck, because Mariana had already gotten a head start, and was anyone going with her?
And
at the
after
first
hearing
meeting?
that, Narissa would have followed, yeah.
Okay, so you'll be kind of behind her. I think, Talara, were you going invisible with her as well?
No, that was before
Okay.
she just took off, yeah.
Okay. So that means Ether, Talara, and Seraphina, you're still below deck in, like, kind of right outside of Vernon's quarters. So it'll take, like, a round for you guys to get above deck. But let me move all of you over to the map.
Nice.
Ooh! Is it raining?
This
Yes.
is so cool!
We're all wet and cool
Oh my
looking.
god!
I got
This
a
is
white
when
shirt.
Narissa fucking thrives.
Okay.
Oh, that's a whole red dragon.
So as
That
you...
is a whole ass red dragon.
So Mariana, as you dart open, you get out of the way of the arrow that's just hit down from the trap. You see the walls to Captain Torp's like actual like personal chambers have been splintered open, and you immediately see Vernon in the dragon's grasp and the fiery kind of throat beginning to charge. What do you do?
Alrighty. I'm gonna go in and I am going to I'm gonna take my daggers out, but as I go, I'm gonna go through and as I slash, I'm gonna actually cast inflict wounds.
Okay, so you go on to it.
Nice.
I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna try to interrupt what he's doing and cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
Which is a creature you can touch, make a spell attack against it, and then on a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Correct.
So
go ahead and roll a
I have advantage.
spell attack. I believe
What is my?
charisma is your modifier.
Yeah, that sounds right. So is that just a +3?
It's correct.
Okay. Oh, that is an 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage
Okay.
for that.
10. Come on, baby. Necrotic. Oh, that's so good. That is an 8 and 2 7s.
Dang.
So that is 15 plus 7. That is 22 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you do that, you see its head whip around. Ooh, another. And that brings it to Vernon. What are you doing? You are currently considered restrained. So you can't do like let me actually re-look that up.
I don't know what I cannot do.
Movement is 0, I know that.
Yeah, your movement's 0. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through to get to that. Your speed is 0.
My attack was kind of trying to make him drop him. Did that help at all? Would he have to roll to save anything for that?
Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls like have disadvantage. So like melee attacks, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Because I doubt he could reach any. I doubt he has any weapons. No, he has weapons. That's acid splash. Okay. Gotta remember how to do this. Oh, why didn't it work? Come on. Oh, nope, that was an 11 first. Oh, okay. Oh, well. He's not doing good.
Okay, yeah. You go and the acid just kind of hits and kind of bounces off of this dragon. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
Gonna speak in Draconic?
Okay, what do you say?
You're a bastard. Shouldn't be saying this.
Just the grip on you just tightens slightly as you say that. That ends your turn. That brings it to Narissa. What are you doing, Talara? You're on deck.
Narissa is going to move to where she has line of sight,
Okay.
but stay back so that she's not in immediate range. And she will cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
Let me just mark that off. And then she's gonna attack twice, Big B. So first attack is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, and a d6. That one. Okay. 5 plus 4, so 9 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And her second attack is a nat 1.
Okay. Yeah, so you release one arrow, it sinks in, but your next one, you kind of falter as it kind of gets wind of you and kind of moves out of the way. That's the end of your turn, unless you have about like 10 more feet of movement if you would like to take it.
No, she's gonna stay where she is.
Okay, that brings it to Lara's turn. So you are currently below deck.
Yeah. Can I roll a perception check to see, based on the noise, if I can see where Barky went?
You saw like you saw the movement. It was very fast movement. Go towards the back of the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I try to see?
So you want to move over that way and try to find the trapdoor?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. That is a not nat 20.
Okay, you immediately you see where one of the cabinets it's slightly ajar. You open it and you see that there's a ladder going up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can you see the trapdoor is ripped from it, and you can see like the wings of the dragon.
Okay.
But I will say, to investigate, that was your action.
She is going to let everyone know that the dragon's got Barky, and to like watch out for everybody, for his minions, and She is also going to cast Dissonant Whispers. And she's going to, because she could see his wings, talk to his wings. And just say, "You motherfucker, you better let go of Barky."
Okay. Do I have to make a save or something?
A wisdom save.
20.
That saves, but you still take 8 damage.
You can
And
hear
that is
like
her
this
turn.
low guttural snarl from above. That ends your turn. That brings it to his turn.
No!
What does he want to do?
He wants to have a tea party?
He wants to politely let Vernon go.
Okay. That's what he's gonna do. Okay. You can see the fire begin to build in his throat. But Talara says those things, he kind of just that growl and snarl, and you can see his kind of lips curl into a like a smirk, and he is going to bite Barky for a 30 to hit.
Oh.
And you take 25 points of piercing damage, and then he is going to, with his multi-attack, claw at Marianna twice.
Can I also say, I forgot to add my sneak attack to that attack since I had advantage. Can I add that now?
Yes, go ahead and add that.
I forgot about that.
You said that was 25?
Yes, piercing.
Cool.
I keep surprised that Vernon's not unconscious.
That was a 10 for the sneak attack damage. So another 10 points of damage.
Okay, and he hits Marianna both times with his claw attacks. You take 32 points of slashing damage.
I think you mean half of that, Lila. With my uncanny dodge. Woohoo!
Okay.
What's half of 32? Math.
16.
16. Thank you, math people.
And then he's going to, as he claws out towards you with one claw, still holding Vernon in his other, you hear his wings begin to go whoosh, 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 and he breaks through the top of the helm and flies 80 feet up with Vernon.
Oh,
You do, and because you use your reaction, you don't get an attack of opportunity.
Why? Because of being a long range?
Do you have reach?
Hmm.
You have to be
No.
within melee.
Oh,
Or
okay.
have Warcaster.
Fuck.
Dang it. Okay.
He's in the air!
He's in the air.
And I have an attack of opportunity.
He never left your
Vernon.
range.
Oh, I
Vernon,
have an idea for it a little bit.
It's okay.
Can any of you fly? Oh.
And levitate.
That brings it to Ether's turn. What are you doing? You're kind of still
Okay,
in Vernon's space. In Vernon, like
Okay.
just outside of his room.
Talara tell
Talara
her at
told
least
everyone
that-
that Barky was in danger.
about the trapdoor.
I mean, you saw her go over there.
Okay.
She's still standing there. She didn't go up.
I feel like at this point, either's probably. Oh, which way is faster?
And you probably assume the trapdoor.
Okay, going through the trapdoor. Can I use my movement and then also cunning action to dash with my bonus action?
Yes, you can.
And does that get me to the top deck?
I I mean, you use your 30 feet, you get up, and you're in the captain's quarters, and you see this huge hole in the helm of the ship above you. But if you go out to where, you know, like the door to the captain's quarters is, you would be on top deck.
Okay. I'm going to go out the door, and then I'm going to shoot him with a disarming attack. So if I hit.
Does a disarming attack count for Vernon?
I sure hope not. He's 80 feet
You
up.
attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding.
Okay. I'll allow it.
That's so much falling damage.
Much, Sparky.
I got a 12.
That doesn't hit. You
Okay.
you go and you guys see for the first time Ether using their gun. Go shoot and miss completely.
Oh wow.
Actually, hold on. Can I, instead of doing a disarming attack, can I do a precision attack? I roll a superiority die and add it to the roll.
You've already.
I can use it before or making the attack roll, but before any effects of the attack are
The
applied.
effect has already been applied. You missed your
Gotcha.
attack.
Okay. Oh, that's the. Okay, never mind.
You do still have a second attack, or no, because you multiclassed.
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. That brings it to Seraphina. What are you doing as you hear just a gunshot, like a very loud boom, ring out?
So Seraphina is going to use a bonus action to start Blade Song first off. And that adds 10 feet to my walking speed. I'm going to go up following Ether. And at this point, the dragon's in the air with Barky.
He's 80 feet above the helm, so that means he's about 100 feet above the deck of where you guys would be.
Of course he is. I am going to then... Nope, I can't do that one because that's less than 10 pounds. Barky is not less than 10 pounds. Motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at the dragon.
Okay.
As a 3rd level spell, so I get 2 extra D4 dice
Okay.
on that roll. So 1, 2. You are on my D4s. That'll be lovely. Thanks. 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 darts. 4. All right, guys, come on, do me proud. Okay, so that's 3, 4, and 8 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 points of force damage.
Okay. You see these like fiery bolts shoot out, and he kind of calls down against the rain and the wind. You think your puny bolts affect me?
And then on top of that, I can attack twice. I can use one of my cantrips in place of one of those attacks. So I'm also going to cast Shocking from my extra attack from coming to level 6.
Yes.
So I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
Wait, give me a
So
second.
lightning.
Let me look at that real quick.
That's
Sorry.
a melee attack. You have to touch them.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, the grasp is you
And
grasping
you
them.
used your action already. You have to attack twice. So that means you have to do like a melee attack. You can't do a spell attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then. Then that ends my turn.
Okay, that brings it back up to Marianna. Vernon, you are on deck.
Okay, I am going to. Actually, he's off the deck. I'm going to get to the top, like above where we, like the very top, basically.
Yeah. So you run up the stairs. You can get there.
Okay. And then can I shoot with my crossbow out at him? And if it's a finesse weapon, can I do an extra attack because of that? I think the range on a crossbow is 80/120.
It's not considered a finesse weapon.
Okay, but I can hit it once. I just can't shoot twice.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do that. So roll for that. I got that is a, what do I add to that? 7. 19.
That just hits.
Oh my god, that's so scary. What the fuck? Okay, and then 1d8.
Just so you know, this was Ether's decision. This is Ezra's decision. It was
what was
either
the other
young or
option?
adult.
Oh my god, you gave us an adult
God.
dragon, Ezra.
I
This
am
is-
so sorry.
No, dude, it's okay. Lila has tormented us before. 7 plus 4, so 11 points of piercing damage.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to, with my cunning action, use my... Is there anyone above deck? Like anyone else?
There's some of the crew members, this has all happened in the span of 6 seconds. They're just kind of now recognizing it. But you do see like more than half of the crew members are currently like, they're not worried about what's going on.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna yell out to the crew, basically. And say, I can't yell in Marianna's voice, it's so hard. The dragon killed Torp! It's charmed half the crew!
Okay, make
Just
persuasion
out there.
check.
Okay. Please, persuade! Okay, stupid about. That is a dirty 20, but I'm so scared about this. I'm gonna use my ability that lets me add a d6 onto this. If that's good, if that's okay.
Does that come with like a bonus action, or is it just
No,
something
it just
you can
says when
do?
you. It's just something you can do. It's just when you roll an ability score.
Okay.
When you roll like an ability. Oh, 24.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Then I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Reloading a crossbow.
Alrighty, that brings it to Vernon's turn. What are you doing? As
Cute.
You're being
I'm
held
gonna-
80 feet above the deck.
Trying not to panic, but I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
And that is a d20 to see if it hits, or no, they just make a dex save.
Mm, 17.
My spell save is 15. Oop. Dang it. He passed. God dang it.
Level 6.
Dang. He just barely passed too. I don't think it.
Doesn't do anything. So you
It
see as
doesn't do
that acid begins to shoot out, and he kind of just twists you in a way that it shoots out more towards like the masts of the deck.
Oh!
It
Sorry,
can't
I didn't
reach.
mean
It's
to make
okay.
that. I didn't mean to make that noise so loud. Ow.
Unless you're doing anything else with your turn, that brings it to Narissa.
Question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
If I use sharpshooter for my action, does that immediately apply to both of the attacks, or only if I like specify it per?
Let me look.
Because that's why it doesn't specify on the thing. It just says your ranged attacks ignore some cover, no disadvantage at long range, and possibility to take -5 to hit for +10 on range damage.
I would say you would have to like specify each time.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try sharpshooter on my first attack.
Okay.
The 22 to hit. Hang on. That one and that one. Okay. Which means, god damn it, 8, 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 10 is 23 points of damage.
Okay.
And I will do it again.
Same with sharpshooter.
Yep.
Yay! Good job.
That is... Hang on, because I have to do so much math now. Okay. 14 plus 7 is 21, but I have is 23, but minus 5 is 18.
That just misses.
Fuck! Okay. That was what I was scared of. I was like, I think I have to roll a 15 to hit.
So, yeah, you load an arrow in right after another. One of them hits and sinks deep within the scales, and the other just hits off and ricochets off and towards the ocean. Anything else you're doing with your bonus action or movement?
Movement, I'm gonna move back just a little bit from the doorway so that I can keep like really good line of sight
5,
on
10
him.
feet?
Like 5-10 feet, yeah, 10 feet max. And I don't have an attack as a bonus action, do I? I don't think I do. Okay, cool. Then that is my turn.
Okay, that ends your turn. You guys see as the crew members around the ship who seem to be aware of the situation going on, all kind of like, you guys listen to what Marianna had to say, and go and I'll say out of that there are probably 6 members, so about half. So 3 of them are on board, are on your guys' team. All but one hit with their crossbows.
Fight the power!
Doesn't do a lot of damage, but does 14 in total between the 2 members who were able to take a hit off. But that brings it to Lara, your turn.
So first, she's gonna climb the ladder.
Okay.
And then can I see the people who did not react to Marianna's call to fight?
You were below deck. I mean, you see that they're
like, I want to look out and see.
Yeah. I would say it's semi-dark, but you're able to see 3 people immediately, kind of closer towards where the main mast is. They all have like crossbows pointed up. They're beginning to reload.
But I can't see anyone that didn't react. Okay.
I just say with the rain, it being nighttime.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will, I'll just cast, Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Who are you casting
at the dragony boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Pull out some D8. Okay.
What'd you roll on the D8?
I gotta roll to hit first, sorry. I didn't do that. That's a math 19 to hit.
That hits exactly.
Cool, okay. I haven't rolled to hit a spell in a long time. So I rolled 2 4s. So that is force damage. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11 force damage, but it says if you roll the same number on both d8s, it leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it, but there wouldn't really be anything that would be within 30 feet of it, right?
The only one that's in between 30 feet is Vernon.
Yeah. It says of choice, though, so I guess...
and a creature can only be targeted only once.
Yeah, so... I guess she throws it off into the night sky.
Okay.
Day sky? Day sky.
It's dark right now.
Okay.
Probably because of the
And
storm.
that is all.
Okay, that brings it to its turn. It is going to who does it see as the biggest threat? Probably Narissa. Okay, it's gonna fly with Vernon and drop Vernon on Narissa.
Narissa will actively try to catch him to minimize his damage.
Okay. I need Narissa to make a dex save, as well as Vernon.
Could I cast Featherfall? Wait, I don't have. Yes, I do. I do have that. Oh,
Do you
I'm
have
glad
it
I remembered.
prepared?
No, I don't have it prepared.
Then you cannot cast it.
No.
I rolled a 22 for my dex save.
That was a what I had to roll.
A dex save.
Oh, that's a 9.
Okay, Vernon, you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage. And Narissa, as he
Ooh.
falls on top of you, making you go prone, as he falls on top of you, you take half of that. So that would be 27, 13.
Vernon's down. It's -3.
Vernon's splatted on you, and he's no longer breathing.
Okay.
Oh
That was
my
just
god.
its
Breathing!
movement.
Breathing.
He's not breathing.
Vernon's down.
He's downed. And he probably just got the wind
thought
knocked
that
out of
just
him.
got us.
So
Sorry, that just startled me so hard.
that was just its movement. As it goes along, it's going to use its fire breath on the ship.
That makes sense.
Spaghettios.
And along with the 6 members of the crew. Can I
don't
have
know-
everyone to make just a dexterity saving throw and add 4 to it?
So we're not using our dexterity save.
You guys are rolling for the crew.
Vernon too?
Yeah, I'm not
Ooh.
asking Vernon to roll, I'm asking the crew to roll.
Us.
Okay.
23.
Okay, so it's just the d20 plus 4 or plus our
Yes.
dexterity?
No,
Okay.
not your guys' dexterity.
Alright.
You guys are rolling for the crew members that are being hit with the fire breath.
30, 20.
Gotcha. 23.
18.
Fail,
17.
fail.
23.
11.
What did Ezra, what did you roll?
23.
That succeeds. What did Helen roll?
23.
That succeeds. What did Lindsay roll?
11.
Fail. 4 of
I
the
fully
6
thought
members
you-
fall dead. Are burned to a crisp.
Who did you kill? Did you kill Froggy? I must know.
It was Lady Marrow. Ruth Fourfingers.
No!
Wick Fourfingers.
No.
No!
And Dirty Dabbeth.
No!
Well, that's okay, actually.
I don't like this at all. I want to go home. I no longer want to be here.
Who's saved? Who were the two that were saved?
Froggy.
Froggy is saved. And then Dell.
No, Dell wasn't.
No, Dell's on that
Dell is
side.
Sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Dell is sleeping right now.
Go Dell. They're gonna wake up unenchanted and go, what the fuck?
No, Dell, she's still tranced right now.
And the,
Well,
the
look,
last
I mean, after-
person who was saved was Jason Krabs.
Ah,
Can we switch those?
Nope.
no.
I had people
Four-
assigned to each one.
Who did I kill? I must know.
Lady Marrow.
Okay, so it's both Four Fingers, Lady Marrow's down. Who else died? Sorry.
Fuck.
Four Fingers, Lady Marrow.
Dirty.
Dirty
Dirty Dabbeth. Yeah. I was too busy making that joke that I forgot who it was.
And
Cool.
in that cone, he ends up flying this way. He's towards the bow of the ship. And he's gonna actually, during that, he's gonna fly he's now 40 feet above the main deck. That's it. That's the dragon's turn. That brings it to Ether. Seraphina, you are on deck.
Okay, I feel like Ether would do this. I'm gonna shoot with a goading attack. Or if it hits, I put it on goading attack.
I need
Oh,
to
God.
move.
He just killed our navigator.
That does not hit! That's only a 16.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I add anything to it. I don't think so. Well,
Do you move forward so you can see him?
yeah.
So now you're kind of closer towards the main mast.
Yeah. I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. It's gonna take a legendary action, and tail attack the the one of the other people that's aboard the deck. Hits.
My neighbors are just gonna hear me screaming.
Good.
I screamed no with such conviction earlier. I was so...
And you see it tail attacks and pierces Froggy through the heart and throws him overboard. That brings it to Seraphina's turn. What are you doing?
How far away am I from him? It won't let me do my thing, so.
You are 55 feet from him.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so I could have done that. Oh, well. Sorry, Froggy. Okay, I'm going to run up, and he's still in the air, or is he now on the ship?
He's 40 feet above the ship now. And it's
Okay,
still setting sail. It's still sailing.
So I'm gonna run up towards where Vernon and Narissa are then.
Okay.
And get in front of them.
In front of them?
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers on the dragon.
Okay. What do I need to do?
So you don't do anything. I fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered on the point. I'm choosing him as the point. So he just takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Okay, you have to pick a point. You can't pick a thing.
Oh, okay. I'm picking like right under him then.
Okay.
And then 44.
How high in the air is he right now?
40 feet.
40 feet in the air? Okay.
That's not a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7 points.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay, that ends your turn. That brings it back up to Marianna. Vernon, you're on deck.
Fuck. Okay.
Literally on the deck.
He's literally on deck. He is on deck this time. I'm gonna move over a little bit. You can see. Yeah, I'm gonna move over this way. Well, no, I don't want to be in a straight line with them. Actually, I don't want.
Well, you saw it. It wasn't a straight line. It was a cone of fire.
Cone of fire, right? I want to be far enough away. I'm like 45 feet away, so I'll back up to like here, I think.
Okay.
And shoot with my crossbow again.
Okay.
And
I'll also mention at this point the masts are on fire, like the sails are on fire.
Fuck. Well, I can't do anything about that, so.
The rain is somewhat helping.
I don't. Ugh. If I had better magic. Okay, 18 plus 7 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, and then a D8. Why do you put your D8 when it starts? You're going to use it again. 8 points of piercing damage. And, I want to stay safe a little bit, so I think I'm just going to use my bonus action for my cutting action to hide behind this little thing. Like, just hide so that I don't get seen or attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Please tell me my stealth is high. It is! 24!
Okay. That brings it to Vernon. I'd like you to make your first death save.
With -6 health, because I did my math wrong. Okay, so that's a...
It's a D20.
D20, okay. I was like staring, I was like, I'm not sure. Ooh, a 12.
That is a success.
Success.
Brings it to Narissa. What are you doing?
Narissa, from her prone-ass position on the ground, is gonna sputter.
Dead Vernon on top of you.
Yeah, she's gonna sputter from having been, like, smacked with Vernon's full weight. And then, begrudgingly slam a hand on his shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
Because I just realized I have 2nd level spells, so we might need to figure those out later.
You have spell slots, you don't have spells.
Fair enough.
So remember, you chose all
technically
first level spells.
That's fair. From the from my subclass, I do get web. But but
Okay. We'll add that later.
I just noticed that in general, but it's not important for right now. Ooh, that's good. That's good. 17 points you heal.
You
Ooh.
breathe awake with this big gasp, and you are kind of like on top of Narissa. Just blood
Wink.
all over her. Both yours and whatever blood got splattered on you earlier.
Just gonna kind of mutter an apology. Just kind of.
And then Narissa will stand up, which I believe uses half her movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She will use the rest of her movement to move, like, back into the right. It's like 15 feet, I think, that she has left.
Back east to the right?
Yeah.
It's like by the stairs.
Yeah. So that she still has an eye on the dragon, but she is further back because she has insane range, so she doesn't need to be up close.
Okay.
And hang on, let me double check for thing, because I don't think I have anything helpful as a bonus action. I do not, so that is my turn. But she will like pull back her bow again, and she's ready for the next round.
Okay. Jason Krabs is just there with his crossbow, like, oh, what the fuck? Okay. And goes to shoot it.
Jason!
And misses.
Jason!
And that brings it to Talara's turn. What are you doing? Actually, it's gonna take another legendary action.
No!
Don't kill Jason.
You said it
Krabs.
was Talara's turn first.
Not
You didn't start
Jason!
talking. Gonna make it
Damn.
That was so fast.
Hits Jason.
No, Jason! Jason!
Jason!
Derulo!
Derulo.
I had to.
Two different
Different
places.
ways. I was going to heavy rain too. Ugh.
It takes the tail, it slams him up against the mast, but he's barely breathing. That brings it now to Talara's turn.
Okay. Talara's gonna talk to everybody again and be like, can we beat a dragon? Like,
We have to. We have to.
I mean, okay.
I can distract it if you need.
I don't.
Everyone can go at it.
Okay.
Don't
I
have
was-
many options right now.
Well, I was thinking of going and getting some of those potions of water breathing and jumping off the ship. Can dragons swim in their dragon form? I don't know.
I am not leaving without murdering this motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. So she is going to.
This guy killed my
uh,
fucking captain.
So is anyone around? Like, no one's around the dragon, right?
Jason Krabs is like up against the mast, so no one's really next to him right now.
Okay.
Jason!
So Talara is going to. Where's my sheet? Cast. So she is going to look at now alive Barky, but she's pissed. And was very sad when he just fell dead to the ground. And she is gonna cast Hunger of Hadar. And this like super dark blue like pool just like in the air, like around the dragon. Technically,
You guys see this rift in reality
Yeah.
split, you hear it crack, and this darkness like shrouds around the red dragon. And you see as it just begins to whip dark blue tentacles out.
mhm.
I love Hunger of Hadar.
And then she is also gonna cast, because we can see into it, right?
It is magical
This
darkness.
creature's- So we can't see into it.
You can't see into it.
Okay.
You just see this
Okay, then.
20-foot radius of a sphere, and occasionally you can see tentacles whipping out of it.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's all since I can't see it.
Okay. Waits until it's the first bit of its turn. That brings it to its start of its turn. Go ahead and roll those damage for it.
Mhm.
Didn't it go before her?
It goes after her.
Legendary action.
After.
Yeah.
Legendary action, you're right. My bad. I forgot that's why we all scream no.
Yeah.
Or-
That is 12 damage.
Okay.
It's not bad.
This is
That was max damage.
Nice.
ooh.
You
Good job.
hear it. You hear the dragon call out of the darkness. Ooh, nice trick. Let's see if you like this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I didn't like that.
It's gonna fly out of its radius. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Ugh. My wisdom.
The 3.
There's nothing it has to make us leaving it.
Nope.
Okay, I didn't. Okay.
I got a natural 20. My wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, you said a wisdom save?
Yes. And does your cloud of daggers do anything, Seraphina? At the start of a turn?
No, he's out of it now.
But does it have anything to do at the start of the turn?
If it starts its turn there, does it take damage?
I think so.
14 for Narissa.
Okay,
Takes
so-
slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Okay,
so
so
yes,
roll your damage.
sweet.
And then what did you get for your Wiz save?
Nat 20.
Nice. 2 nat 20s. What did Ezra get?
8.
Fail. What did Talara get?
18.
Fail. What did Vernon get?
Dirty 20?
Success.
8 damage on the
So-
cloud of daggers.
For those of you who succeeded, you guys are immune to its frightening presence for 24 hours. The rest of you are frightened. Are considered free.
Fuck. So we can't move towards it and take disadvantage on attacks against it?
Mhm.
Was it attack that we could see?
Yeah, if we're looking at it.
But it's a saving throw. It's not like an attack.
But oh,
It's-
never
it's-
mind. That wouldn't work.
I think it's more like an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you guys all lined up in a line.
Vernon's gonna yell at it interconic, "You're not as scary as Raganorth."
Make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna intimidate this boy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm so nervous. That's a 12. God dang it.
I am no dragon of Purians, but he is. And he's gonna take the rest of his movement to fly this way.
Hmm.
That ends its turn. It brings it to Ether. And Seraphina, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's the wrong thing. I'm gonna move away from it, like.
Technically, Marianna, he didn't see you. Your stealth was higher, so you technically aren't immune to its frightening presence.
Oh, even though I rolled a natural 20?
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't see you. The thing specifies he has to see you, and you rolled one
And
above his passive.
Then I'll just pretend that natural 20 was for my ability to hide from it.
Yeah.
Then I'll pretend it was.
Okay. I'm gonna try. I can still try to shoot it, right?
Invade disadvantage.
I got a 20 and a 19. Hell yeah.
Nice.
So that is a d6. And then what sucks is that I was planning to use a goading attack, but if Ether is scared, I don't think they do that. They're not holding any, and the dragon's not holding anyone or anything at this point, so I think that's just the damage as is. 11 damage.
Okay.
Piercing damage.
Alrighty.
I think that's it for them.
That brings it to Seraphina. What are you doing on your turn? That brings Marianna on deck.
Seraphina's gonna stay where she is for now and cast Magic Missile at level 3 again.
Okay.
So that's come on, guys. Work for mine.
We believe in you.
3, 4, 5, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
That hits. Or not hits. Oh my gosh. Magic Missile's a different thing. Oh
That damage.
goodness. Okay.
You've done so much damage. At the beginning, I was counting, and I was like, okay, so we did 6, 10, 11, 23, and then I was like, I am not keeping track anymore. This is so much
Don't
damage.
worry.
Oh, no, I know, but I'm just like, I tried, but I...
Okay, that's Seraphina, do you have anything else on your turn?
Nope, not at the moment.
Okay, that brings it up to Marianna. What are you doing?
Crying, screaming, throwing up. I'm gonna...
You are from a hidden point, so you'd have advantage on your attack.
You don't say! Then I will, just use my crossbow again. And then that means I'll have sneak attack damage on it if I hit.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing so good tonight. Don't fuck with me. Okay.
You have
12 plus 7,
advantage.
19. I have advantage. I got 19, see if I crit. No, 19.
Okay, that exactly hits. You still get sneak, though.
Yay! Alright. I'm trembling. This is like the ire fight for me right now. Like, that's how fucked I am right now. Ugh, okay, for the initial hit, that's only 7 points of damage, and then 3d6 sneak attack. Did I lose a d6 in there? 15 points of sneak attack damage, so 7 plus 15...
22.
22. Math.
You shoot up with your crossbow, and you see as the attack goes through one of its wings, and it falters down, and falls into that part of the ship. So now it's there. Takes 15, not a lot. But it's now down on the ground of that part of the ship. It's gonna take... You revealed yourself, so it's going to take legendary action to tail attack you.
Can I not? Can I?
You have the rest of your turn. Sorry. You have the rest of your turn.
I want to reuse my bonus action to hide. Can I do that? I haven't used a bonus action this turn yet. Can I use that to hide?
You can, but he just saw you attack him.
So So will it work? Like,
depends on what you roll.
I guess I can roll a disadvantage if that makes sense. Since
I'm just saying, he saw you attack and he would see where you were hiding.
Did he see me attack though, or did an arrow come out of nowhere?
He was looking towards that direction.
I'll do it anyway, just because it's 21.
Okay.
Which I imagine is probably not enough.
Then he's going to does it have reach?
Oh yeah.
It does have reach, okay. He's gonna take a tail attack against you. Does a 17 hit?
I think so, yeah. Yes.
Seraphina's gonna use a reaction for silvery barbs.
Ooh, nice.
And so I magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. So the dragon must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll for attack.
Okay. My previous roll was a 3. This one was a 13.
Wow.
It has a big plus, doesn't it?
Wow.
Who do you give advantage to for their next thing with silvery barbs?
Who goes after me? You can give that person advantage.
Vernon.
Vernon.
Yeah, because because Talara, Ether, and Nurse are all frightened still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that makes sense then, Vernon.
Okay. Do it to Vernon. Marianna, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you up against that small mask that's right there.
I think you mean 8.
Okay.
With my uncanny dodge.
That's the reaction.
Such a little shit.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. Ugh.
That
And
brings
I
it to Vernon's turn.
Well, I wipe blood from my mouth and I spit it at him and all that stuff.
Okay. It doesn't reach quite that far.
No, I just spit it in his direction. He knows what I mean.
Yeah, even with advantage, that sucked. Oh, yeah, I was rolling for Eldritch Blast. 7 is the highest.
What's your spell attack modifier?
Oh, I got 7. So that's a 14.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Even
You do
if
anything
I
with your bonus
add...
action?
Oh, never mind, that's damage. I don't have bonus action. I don't have anything for bonus actions.
Okay. Brings it to Narissa. What are you doing?
Narissa is going to move back a bit, probably to right about there.
Okay.
And she will take her attacks.
Oh, Seraphina, you were frightened, correct? No? No.
No, that was my net 20.
Okay. Okay, never mind. No one else has taken their turn. After. Actually, Ether did, so Ether, make a wisdom save again. See if you are no longer frightened.
Oof.
16.
16?
Mm.
You're still frightened. What is
Lovely.
Narissa doing?
So she's taking her attacks, which are at disadvantage, because she's frightened. So the first one was a 16, which I know does not hit. The second one definitely doesn't hit. Hang on, I'm gonna take off those arrows, because they definitely just went into the fucking ocean. And having had both of those miss, and being terrified of this dragon, she's gonna use her bonus action to pray to Soraya.
Okay, what do you say?
She's gonna be like, look, I know you've helped me once, and I really appreciate it, but like, can you help me with this dragon, please? Because I am horrified, and this seems bad.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh god, okay. It paused on a nat 20 and then rolled to a 2. So that's a 5.
Okay. You pray, hoping that your voice is heard outside of the storm. That brings it to... Jason Crab is running below deck.
Get out of here, Jason!
Smart man.
Yeah. And after that, that is Talara's turn. What are you doing?
Okay, where did everything go? Okay, so... Does this dragon look, like, hurt?
I mean, there's some wounds. I mean,
Okay.
the most apparent one is where Mariana's arrow ripped through its wing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which, by the way, the
Is
boat's not
there-
looking good.
Is there, where are the cannons on the ship?
Below deck.
There's no cannons above deck.
There's one.
But isn't there still a hole in the deck where a cannon would have shot?
Yeah, but there's no way that you could shoot up towards him. Like, it would take like multiple actions to try to turn a cannon.
Oh, okay.
Cannons are heavy as fuck.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying. Is there a harpoon gun on deck?
No.
Trying to think of a way to like get this dragon to like stay in a spot. sort of like.
I think we just gotta
Try to
keep hitting it
command
at this
it.
point.
If you have that,
Yeah.
it'd work for a round.
Could I? Okay. Let's try this. How far away is this dragon? Like in the air, like, or
It's
is
about
it
20
touched?
feet, and he's like he's slammed into the helm. Like the steering wheel is fucked.
Okay.
Like there's no way to steer the ship without the burnt sails.
Now he wouldn't be a humanoid now, would he? Even
No.
though he was previously humanoid.
Still wasn't humanoid then.
Oh, well then. Okay, well, I'm just gonna use magic missile.
Okay.
2 times though. I want to use it twice.
I don't think twin spell applies to magic missile.
Okay, I'll cast it at a 2nd level though. While I let you look. It moved.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking of a different thing. You could.
Yeah, I think I have.
Your meta magic options are not that. But even then, you could still only cast a cantrip and then a leveled spell within a single round.
But I can change the
casting
action
time.
that's.
You can change the casting time with quicken spell.
Oh. I see. I get it. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll just do once, but at a 2nd level. Okay. So that's 4 darts. 3, 4, 7, 9, 13 damage.
Okay. Is that all you're doing with your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You shoot out those missiles as it begins to kind of get itself up from its prone position.
And I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm trying to. There we go. Let's move away.
Okay. It gets up from its prone position.
Is Lila broken for anybody
Nope,
else?
I'm thinking.
Oh, you were very, very still. You were so still.
Okay. He's going to move up Marianna
Ah, that's me! No!
and do multi attacks. First with a bite. That hits.
Go ahead, babes. I might go down here.
Hits with one of its claws. And does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
That's all hope here.
On the bite attack, you take 33 points of damage with the bite.
Okay.
And then with the 2 claw attacks,
Is more?
I am down. I'm just trying to see if this kills me.
it hits both times, so
If it gets me to a negative 49, I'm dead.
no, I'm saying that first hit took you down,
Yeah.
and if it goes twice, each melee attack is 2 bad death saves.
Death saves.
Okay.
So it gave you 4 death. It
gave me 2 failed death saving throws.
Per attack. So you would be dead.
So I'm-
both hit.
You are dead.
I'm dead?
You are dead.
It is episode 7.
So, you guys all watch as the dragon, being pummeled attack from you guys, gets up, looks back at you guys, snarls, bites into Marianna's side, ripping a chunk from her. And then claws and slashes deep into her form before she is thrown to the deck in front of you guys. That is where we will pick up next week.
Oh my Jesus!
I hate this. Oh my god!
I don't have access to Revivify yet.
I'm
None
not
of us
magic.
do. None of us do.
Oh god!
Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the Portent Kast, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.